mind taking a couple just for one more now? Okay. That is a very good photograph.
Alright.
Heck of a bull.
Oops.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oops, and wait till that shadow to get by. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Thank you, sir.
Well, Bull, do you want to tell us what happened there?
Yeah, we, what time is it about?
It's
I didn't set my watch.
about 9:40.
9:40. Yeah, came in and saw, what, 5 pretty good bulls. 2 of them particularly good. Bruce got the first one, and then we found this one again. And he's a great one. About 8 years old and very good bull.
Yeah, nice. Let me tell you a bit about these bulls.
Okay, James, get in there.
Okay, this is the black-billed beast. It only occurs in South Africa, nowhere else in the world.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
And it only occurs at altitude. So it was endemic to the Free State in the Eastern Cape, and it has a fur rather than a hair, which lines the inside, and it's insulated, and so they can survive in these cold climates. And you see, he's like a musk ox. His horns go down and then up. Beautiful little animal, much smaller than people think, and they're called the clown of the veld because they just run round and round and round in circles. Beautiful animal. They got a little tuft here, and what this does is, when they feed, it actually stops the grass seeds from going into their nose because they eat very short grass, and then they eat it between the long grass, and this pushes the grass seeds away.
Huh.
And they've got a flat nose so that they don't breathe in the sand when they eat. And there's his white tail.
Great looking bull.
But you see how tiny they are. I mean, it's just...
You want to get in there?
Sure, you bet. No.
Can you take one, Craig, from down lower where it's...
Pixie, where's my bogies or something?
Bogies evil.
Oh, well, we're going to put a target.
Use the cooler box lid.
What do you need, a bottle?
Just put in one of those cheese lids, huh? You probably like it properly.
Okay. So that's something the
green one. Or the dead one.
Those are the fine.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up now. Hold on, I'm just going to go back start.
That's the beauty of these things, you can tell real quick.
Wij toonten die na school maken.
Bogey? You give me a Pixie? No, stay. Yes? Pixie? I'll just watch out his jaws doing that this time. I'll just explain. Put his horns straight like that. That's it. Just don't move. Don't move.
Okay.
Okay, 3 hours of stalking. Over about 4 mountains. Shot at an elevation of about 11,000 feet. Yeah. This is the Vaal. This is the Vaal Raybuck. It's a uniquely South African animal. There's no other species even related to it. It's shot at altitude. It occurs from about 4,000 feet up, and it only lives in South Africa. If you look at its nose, it's got a tiny little button nose that sits on the top of its nose, unlike other animals. And if you look sideways like it, its horns grow straight out of its eyes up. other animals, the horns go that way. It's got a fur, unlike any other animal in this country. It's not a hair, it's fur like a sheep. And there's a species of fly that lives on this animal. It lays its eggs in its back, and the maggots go into its skin, and they fall out and they breed like it. So it's a very unique, crazy little animal, and one of the most sought after trophies in this country. Well
Yeah,
done.
it's a great trophy.
And that's a hell of a trophy. It's a bus.
What time is it in the morning? About
8:30.
We shot it about 8.
Yes, as the mist lifted. It's a beautiful
As the mist lifted.
You see, it's got long ears. The females look kind of like a llama, but the females don't have horns. And if he's as long as his ears, you shoot him, and that's quite a lot longer than his ears. That's a hell of a good trophy. Well done.
Huh, thank you, James.
Awesome.
It is quite an animal. Thank you, Greg.
Well, that 300 should have some pretty good.
And you literally shot him right there at the eye. It's a heavy one.
So you think he's going to be in the same league as Bill's, huh?
It may not be as long, but he's there. I mean, he's a nice one. Okay, and then you can see those horns. Yeah, look at Craig. That is the phone. Get in there, Bill. I've got it. Before you have both of them, I'll put the two of them. Oh, yes.
Come on over, Bill.
All right, there. Yeah. Okay, I'll move myself, that's fine. That's okay, John, she smells that way a bit.
Bruce, your battery is flat.
Oh,
Can you hold on? They are, aren't they?
Make a nice grouping.
Okay. Did it flash?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I wanted. I'll make him put his chin down again a bit. That's it. Get in there.
All right.
Come on, Bruce.
Just put my hat on. Oh, man, here it goes, fella.
Go that side.
That's the
No,
other
go
one.
that side, it's good. That's all right. Okay. Good stuff.
Good shoot.
all right.
Yeah, we got.
Can I go?
Yeah.
All right. Bill got the common springbuck. This is the black springbuck. You see, it's a lovely chocolate brown color. It's a beautiful animal. Really is a beautiful animal. And they only occur in the Eastern Cape. Springbuck occur throughout South Africa in the dry regions, but the black come and they occur here in the Eastern Cape. And all it is actually a melanistic form of the common springbuck. So this one can produce common as well as black. And then you also get the white springbuck, which is not an albino, but it's a white form of the common. So Bill's got the two, and we're going to then look for the black.
Show them the fan, James.
Yes. You can't really see it, Craig, but on their backs they have a beautiful fan that they lift when they die. And it comes up. I think I spoke about that on the common. But he's got a chocolate brown fan instead of a pure white one. Beautiful animal.
It is
It was
beautiful.
a good shot too. The first shot was a free-handed, quick shot, free-handed, and then finished him off at a distance.
The Texas hard shot.
You see there, it's from climbing through the fence. But you won't even see that. Awesome.
Good shot.
May the 5th, which is a Sunday, at our first lodge, which is Brandstone Lodge. It's a really nice lodge that they fixed up, older home. And here we've taken, I took 6 animals and Bruce took 5. Bruce just finished up this afternoon with his second springbuck, which was a black one. He got the common one this morning. And we leave in the morning to go to the next camp, which is about an 1.5-hour drive. And then back to the right side is a skinning house where the Toyota is that we hunt out of. Rolling.
Okay, this is very old Bushman rock art, and this is one of the most pristine and valuable rock arts in South Africa. It's here in the Eastern Cape, and it's in this big cave system, and there must be over 2,000 figures that have been drawn here, and they reckon they're over 2,000 years old, these drawings, and it's unbelievable. These are all big herds of eland, there's cattle up there, and the people have dated them to about 2,000 years ago, right up till about 300 years ago. It's very fascinating art. Okay. Did you get that line, Tracy?
Oh yeah, you bet I did.
I think it's one of the, it'll be one of the two we're going to
Move it up. You can see the Bushman. And you can see these Bushman. Check the fat backsides.
Yeah,
That was good. I didn't know.
very good. You just see his mane, you know.
1,000 years old.
Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys have come here. For your computer. Print it. Is awesome.
Yeah.
Just to your left there.
Morning, the 6th, I believe. The 6th. Yeah, we're leaving first camp and going to second, and it has sleeted on us, pretty dang cold, unlike yesterday and the days before. And first class section is right in here. They got all their, blankets on, the shoes off, and
Fence on them.
Guy James.
Okay, as you can see, the wind is howling. Probably the worst conditions you can imagine. Cape bushback. This morning, Bill shot both these animals from exactly the same spot in a matter of 15 minutes. He shot the Cape bushback first, which is a beautiful specimen. Black, beautiful horns, a hell of a secretive animal. And he shot that right to the heart. And then this big kudu was with some cows, and he came out bull shot him at about well over 300 yards, I think. And it's a hell of a nice bull. The Cape Kudu is a much smaller animal than the southern greater. It tends to get much darker face, darker neck, and his horns don't get as big. But this is a very good specimen of a Cape Kudu. In fact, they're fantastic trophies.
All in one period, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
The weather was supposed to have been not good for hunting record.
That's what it's not good for hunting. It's good that.
It is cold out. Rain, a little sleet. Pretty successful.
It's a good shooting.
It's very good shooting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Very good. See, I have
Wheel there and it takes it to
the set.
no, that
One more.
the scroll.
Okay. Very good.
Awesome!
I thought it took 2 Bruce, get in here and let us take a picture of it.
Okay.
Familiar time.
Yep. Great photograph.
Yeah, we're gonna have a nature lesson.
Chums, get in close if you can, or go.
Alright, tell me when.
Go for it.
Okay, this is the Gemsbuck, or the giant oryx. It's the largest of the oryx family. It's a beautiful animal. It's actually a horse-like the way it runs. It's got a long tail and it kind of trots like a horse. It's a very vigilant animal. It lives in extreme climates, very hot and very cold nights. Its hair is hollow filamented, so it acts as an insulation. It's got very large face and nostrils. So when it actually breathes, it acts like a radiator. So it's got a kind of a disproportionately large head. Well, what these animals can do, they never have to drink water, although if water is available, they will. But they can stand with their backsides towards the wind. In the early morning, they bristle themselves and they catch all the dew on their body and they lick all the water off their body.
That's amazing.
So it's an amazing animal, but the feature is this huge nasal passage that acts like a radiator, and the way they can control heat with their skin.
And the big feet.
And huge feet, massive feet, so that they can run on the sand. It's a unique animal and it's an awesome animal, and it's the largest of the oryx family.
And we stalked him 3 times.
Yep.
And, the last time.
280 yards off the sticks. It's been a red letter day. It's probably one of the best hunting days
A
you'll ever
kudu,
imagine.
bushbuck,
And now an
and
oryx.
now an oryx.
Yeah.
Now we've been hunting since 7, and I have about 25 minutes of daylight left for my hunt.
He's known as the non-hunting companion.
Paying full prices this time off.
And this is a bull. The bulls tend not to get as long as the cows. The cows tend to get a bit longer, but they have the mass. And this is a very good bull. He's
That's a
lovely.
heavy one.
Yeah.
He's beautiful.
Yeah, he's awesome. He look great.
He's a
in
very
the-
old bull.
Yeah.
Dankwaard, what do you have to say about everything, Bo? Huh?
It's a good bull, yeah, bull, and good shooting. Bull's had a day that he won't forget for in a while, and I've enjoyed it as well. Over to you.
Okay.
Hold it up.
Okay, will you stand?
Okay, you can go, Mr. Ray.
I'll start off in about the 1800s when Dr. Courtney Latimer was doing research on springbuck in the 1800s, and she said that there have always been white springbuck and always been black springbuck in South Africa, besides the common springbuck. The springbuck is the only animal with a purse. You see this long hair over here. There's a gland in here, and when they are jumping and pronking, as they call it, stutting, then this gland lets off a scent, and that confuses the predators. That's how when they jump like that, they're in actual fact confusing all the predators that are trying to follow them. And this is the only animal that I know of that has a purse. They only have 2 front teeth, major front teeth, which is also different to most antelope and most 4-legged mammals. And you judge them, if you judge the age, you're either judged by the horn or you're judged by the back teeth. But you've got to virtually slaughter the animal to judge by the back teeth, because you can't get into the mouth. These are very rare. they are not good breeders in comparison to ordinary springbuck and black springbuck. They're very shy breeders, put it that way. And to get these animals, you've got to take a lot of breeding. And we're still having throwbacks now after what, 30 years of white springbuck. We're still having throwbacks of the odd common animal. You can just see the ordinary stripe here.
They're great animals. We appreciate you letting us hunt them.
I tell you, these are
Thank
very
you very
nice.
much.
And these are very nice animals, and they particularly well shot. Both of these animals.
Well done.
Look at all the strips of the trade you're running.
That was really easy. Yeah, I'm going to stop for a bit.
No, that's okay.
I think he's in there.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, but I think he's quite a difficult bird.
Did you see those interviews?
Carte Blanche.
Carte Blanche.
Yeah, no, she's a difficult cow.
That was very disgusting.
James, what have you been doing? Hi?
Mike Tyson's forearm, had nothing on this.
What are you talking about, Funny?
How's that for a nice yard?
Beautiful.
But he's got a bell there. Old bugger. Oh yes.
Do something about that right here, would you?
It's a little fluffy.
Ooh, yeah. That's good, good. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Those did come out good.
Okay, go.
Alright, this is our first morning here in Nyala City. And believe it or not, we've just got ourselves a very good Nyala. Bull shot him on the walk, through the spine into the lungs. It's a beautiful Nyala, it really is. You can look long and hard and not get one like this. It's a superb bull.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. He's an old bull, you see he's been fighting, he's torn up his ear with another bull. He's got a couple, it looks like a broken rib, and he's got a couple of wounds on his face. So he kicks some arse around this part of the world. And this is a classic bull. You see he's got a huge bell, and then he narrows and then he flares like it. And he's got beautiful ivory tips. He's not going to get any bigger than that. He's in fact going to broom down because he's quite old. He's about, I'd say about 10 years old. He's getting on. Very heavy bull. And you're always looking for a bull. I mean, a 25-inch bull, 26-inch bull are perfectly comfortable shooters. They're not a disgrace. They're very typical of the Nyola, and this guy is around the 28-inch mark. It's a very good bull indeed. We're very pleased to get him, and we're very lucky to get him.
A great hunt. How about into the first 30 minutes of the hunt?
Yes, but we'll take him.
Yeah.
Well done. He's the same. He's what we call a triangular fight. So he's related to the bushbuck and the kudu. He's in the same family. And he kind of is a mixture of both. He's sort of half bushbuck, half kudu. The females look more like a kudu female. They've got stripes and they're orange, and he's the big